I've never seen Brazil this lost on the pitch, and it's not just the 2-1 loss against France. This isn't a defeat. This is a complete loss of identity. In today's modern football, where tactical intelligence and game awareness are basic requirements, Brazil looks completely out of place. Everything feels wrong. Slow passes, late decisions, zero structure. This isn't a bad game. It's a team that doesn't know what it's doing. And at the elite level, that's unacceptable. This is bigger than form. This is a collapse. Brazil still produces generational talent, but in the middle of this football evolution, talent without structure is useless. Right now, Brazil isn't playing real football. It's relying on chaos, hoping something works. And if you understand the bigger picture of today's football culture, you know how bad this really is. Brazil 1-2 France. Mbappé, Ekitika. Game over. And yeah, Brazil scored, but way too late to mean anything. But the scoreline isn't even the worst part. Not even close. Because if you look at the game through the lens of modern football, it's clear. This wasn't just about losing. France played with structure, with clarity, with tactical intelligence. Brazil? Just reacting, chasing shadows, completely disconnected from the bigger picture of the match. This is where it gets uncomfortable. At the elite level, results are a consequence of identity, and Brazil showed none. No control, no plan, no real game awareness. And when a team built on generational talent looks this lost in today's football culture, you start to realize the problem runs way deeper than 90 minutes. You know when you're doing a group project and nobody knows what they're doing? One thinks he's the leader, another doesn't care, and someone's completely lost. That was Brazil. No communication, no clear roles, no trust. Just players occupying space without purpose, moving without connection. And in modern football, where tactical intelligence and game awareness define every movement, that kind of chaos gets exposed instantly. It felt like a team waiting for something to happen instead of making something happen. At the elite level, that's deadly. Because while Brazil relies on scattered moments from generational talent, the game has already moved forward in this football evolution. And if you don't see the bigger picture, you get left behind in today's football culture. The biggest problem? Brazil doesn't know how it wants to play anymore. Before, it was instinct, confidence, creativity. Now it's hesitation, safe passes, fear. In modern football, identity isn't optional. It's everything. And right now, Brazil looks like a team stuck between ideas, with zero tactical intelligence to support any of them. The midfield? Practically non-existent. The ball doesn't flow, it struggles. It's like trying to carry water with a sieve. It just doesn't get where it needs to go. And without that connection, there's no game awareness, no control, nothing that resembles elite-level football. So what's left? Hope. Hope that a generational talent does something out of nowhere. But in this stage of the football evolution, relying on individual brilliance without structure is just desperation. And when you zoom out and see the bigger picture of today's football culture, it's clear this isn't sustainable. Now look at France, and everything becomes even more obvious. They don't look desperate, they don't rush, they understand the game. Every movement has purpose, every player knows exactly what to do. That's modern football played the right way. Structure, clarity, and high-level tactical intelligence. While Brazil reacts, France dictates. That's the difference. One team plays with full game awareness, the other just tries to survive the moment. And at the elite level, this gap doesn't just appear, it gets exposed. And then there's Mbappé. Not just talent, but efficiency. A true generational talent who fits perfectly into the system. That's the key in this football evolution. Talent serving the structure. Because in the bigger picture of today's football culture, France plays as a team, Brazil plays as a guess. Football isn't just about talent, it's about organization. That idea has been repeated for years, and in today's modern football, it's not even debatable anymore. Without structure, without clear roles, even the highest level of tactical intelligence can't fully express itself. Top coaches insist on this for a reason. Without a system, talent becomes random, unpredictable, unreliable. And that's exactly where Brazil is right now. A team full of generational talent, but with no real collective game awareness. At the elite level, that's fatal. Because the football evolution has already shown the path. Teams that understand the bigger picture, that build within a strong football culture, are the ones that dominate. And Brazil, right now, is going in the opposite direction. This isn't the least talented Brazil we've ever seen. Not even close. But it might be the worst Brazil in terms of identity. And in modern football, that's far more dangerous than lacking talent. Because talent can win you moments, but identity wins you tournaments. And right now, Brazil has world-class generational talent, but no structure, no direction, no real game awareness to compete at the elite level. In the middle of this football evolution, that's a recipe for failure. So here's the real question. Do you actually see a plan? Do you see a team that understands the bigger picture of today's football culture? Or are we just hoping something clicks before it's too late? If you care about where this is going, subscribe and stay close because this conversation is far from over.